white power, which derives its power from the dominant group, which happens to be white. I think it's a universal trait of all dominant groups to impose their will, their culture, their value system on a minority group. Wherever you go in the world, the history of the world is the history of one majority group of people imposing its will and its power upon, quote, a minority. We can take a look at a small island people who called themselves Britons, who over a space of 5-6 centuries were able to dominate the world, to impose upon the rest of the world the Protestant ethics, English as the primary language, the whole value, the whole culture system. It had very little to do with race, and I think one of the problems that we black people have in America, that we always tend to look and view whites in terms of one, color, and in terms of racism, rather than in terms of a majority people exercising power. And I think one of the problems that we in the black community have to deal with is this fantasy world that we have been forced to develop. You see, by our inability to confront the realities of this overwhelming power, and it's there, militarily speaking, economically speaking, politically speaking, it is there. It is white power which we must deal with. The white racism is something would disappear tomorrow if we had a six-shooter, let's say, that we could confront a white man and says, now, Charlie or Chuck or whatever name, or Mr. White Man, if you will, it happens to be raining today. The fact that there was no rain dropping on either one of us, but by the mere act of pointing this six-shooter at him, which represents power, we're able to change his mind. And I think that we are in the pursuit of folly if we are going to continue this endless debate on white racism.